Good night, everyone. This is CST Global News Report. I'm Edwin Bronsman, presenting live from New York City. Tonight, on our top story, we've got a full report of the death of Su Chuan-Wu, the former director and the leader of the Chinese community in the city of San Francisco, California, who passed away this afternoon after dealing with heart problems for more than 7 years. To get a better insight of this story, we've got Frederick Adams, who's live in San Francisco. Frederick?
Well, yes, Edward. I'm right outside of the hospital in which Su Yuan-Wu died a few hours ago here in San Francisco. The doctors have said that she had a heart attack exactly at 2:70 p.m. and a lot of people is here providing support to the family. I'm bringing flowers in honor of his woman, who was such an idol for all the members of Chinese community in San Francisco.
Frederick, and who was Mistress Su Chuan-Wu? I talked to one of the closest friends of her this afternoon here in New York City, Mistress Zhengshu Wang, and he told me some of the greatest part of the work that she did with the Chinese community in the United States. So take a look at the interview that we had.
Hi everyone, I'm here with Mr. Zhengshu Wang. He was a personal friend of Mr. Su Yuan-Wu, and he's here to tell us a little bit more about the life of this amazing woman who fought for the rights of the Chinese people in the United States of America. So welcome to our program and thank you for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me, Edward.
Could you tell us a little bit more about Su Yuan-Wu? How did you get to know her?
I met her in San Francisco in the 1960s, I think, in a convention.
Okay, what was this convention about?
About Chinese traditions.
Oh, okay. We know that she was working with a club, that was the Joy Luck Club, that would work for the tradition and try to remember something of China here in the United States. But you were there, you were part of it, so could you tell us a little bit more of how it worked?
Right. That was a club that was composed by 4 families that we met up like every weekend to keep alive the traditions with games and all kind fun stuff.
Yes, well, this is the beginning of the club. This was the very first stages. But how the work of the club helped all the community of the Chinese people in the city and even in that region of the country, because what she did was such a huge work. So how did the club get to do all of those things?
The club became popular between the Chinese population in San Francisco, that is really huge. It became popular because of the ideals, like to keep the tradition alive. I mean, like some Chinese families, they wanted the kids to know their own religion, their own country, their own communist country that fell off, you know.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for joining us. It was really great to have you here in the program. And that was a little bit more about the life of Mr. Su Yuan-Wu. We hope you have understood it. And this was just a sneak peek of the interview, so if you want to watch it completely, you can go to our webpage. Thank you so
If you
much.
want to watch it complete, you can go to cstglobal.com. Frederick, you have talked to near people to her who have talked more about what just happened today in San Francisco and about the life of Mr. Su Yuan-Wu. So we're coming back with you live from San Francisco. Frederick.
Well, Edward, I'm here with Mr. Lee, that is a part of the Chinese community here on San Francisco. So tell me, why do you admire this woman?
Well, what can I tell you? Wu was a really pretty woman that always, every time of her life, was worried about us, about this community, this Chinese community. She always gave us opportunities to work or help her for anything. The only thing that she wants is give us the best thing for our lives.
Thank you, Mr. Lee. So we go back to studio.
Thank you, Frederick, from that report live from San Francisco, California. If you want to know more about this case and more other news of the world, you can go to cstglobal.com. Thank you for watching. I'm Edward Bronson, live from New York City. Coming up next, we have the entertainment show with Pamela Johnson.